Well, it was another tough day for me today. The stock market was up. My account was a little bit up, but we have a couple problem positions that we definitely needed to adjust. So we adjusted that right before the market closed. I was on a time crunch, so I wasn't able to actually jump in and trade live time, but I wanted to go over my trades with you and show you exactly what we are working with. So let's hop in and get started. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another day of trading, another day, another Delta. I am Michael. Today is Thursday, April 11th, about a half hour past the stock market close. Let's hop in and show you exactly what I was working with today. So moving down the line today, Alqua, AA, nothing to really do here. This is just a volatility play, meaning we are waiting for the implied volatility to come down. It's a theta play at this point. I mean, we're still pretty much in the middle of where we want to be in this triangle, right? I have the short call, the short 40 call, and the short 30 strike put. So we're just going to let this thing sit pretty much. There's not really much we can do with this position, right? I don't want to roll this thing from the 30 up to the 35 because that only gives us a little over $1 downward move buffer. So we're going to keep it as is and just let this thing go. If we look back at the chart here, you'll see here the implied volatility. I mean, it's definitely elevated. It hasn't come down yet. Earnings, I mean, we might hold through earnings, to be honest. We're at, let's see, April 17th. So that's just a few days, 6 days from now, less than a week. So we're probably going to hold through just because the P&L right now is showing a loss of $39. Moving on to GDX, guys. This one is going to be this one actually, along with Intel, is going to be the biggest pain in my behind this year, I'm hoping. So we can see here GDX is being extremely stubborn. So what I did, you can follow along. So 2 days ago, I rolled the short put. I've been rolling my short put up and up and up and up closer to my short call. So 2 days ago, I rolled from the 31 put up to the 32. And then today, right before the close, you can see here, not even a minute to go, I rolled from the 32 up to the 33. So now we're sitting at a straddle. So the reason why I did that is because this is an undefined risk position. I have only now with the loss, I only have maybe $23 to maybe $2,400 in the account. So I want to collect as much premium as possible. If this was a larger account, I would probably let this sit until my break even was breached because I was already sitting close to a straddle. But let's adjust the chart to show this straddle. So what I like to do for straddles is I like to adjust the color to something like this yellow orange color. And now the new break evens, if you want to follow along here, I'll throw it on the calculator. So we collected $1.83. So let's do 33 is the new strike minus $1.83. So now our new break even on the downside is 31.17. So 31.17. Now on the upside, what did we say? We collected $1.83. So this would be 34.83. And that's that. So now, I mean, that doesn't give us too much of an upside. We're still in the 30-something day left to go cycle. So if we just want to say, hey, let's see how much we have. I already forget. We got 34.83. So 34.83 divided by the last 34.44. So we still have a little over 1% buffer on the upside. So let's see how the next, few days go. If we get a little bit closer, maybe in the next week or so, I'll have to roll maybe to the 71-day cycle. I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll go inverted, and that'll be a whole other scenario there. But for now, we're going to sit tight. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what happens. Moving down to Intel. Guys, Intel, if you remember or if you watched my video yesterday, my recap, I was trying so hard to make this thing, turn it into an undefined risk position, basically buy back the wings so it's going to be naked. So I wanted to do that. I couldn't I couldn't make it happen, one, before the bell, and two, just the buying power amount it tied up was roughly an additional $600-700, and right now my buying power in the account is only about $700, so that's a big no-no. So what I did was I prematurely, basically sold, or basically bought back my short call spread on the Iron Condor, so I paid a 15-cent debit. I looked at it today. There was nothing really for me to do as well. When I was trying to make adjustments, I tried every which way to make it happen, to make the numbers work. It wasn't working, so I decided, let me just hold this thing long term. So what I did was I actually bought back that call spread for the $15. So yesterday I closed this thing for a 15-cent credit. Today I opened up the same exact spread for another $15. The only downside is that I paid probably just over $2 in commissions. So really, net of commissions, I made an extra, or I bought it back for, let's say, a 13-cent credit I received. So, this mistake only cost me a couple bucks. No big deal. Let me just hold this thing. The big problem now is that it's going to be clunky and very hard to follow with this order chain. But if you want to follow along so we can update the chart and know what my actual true overall cost is, net, or basically gross, before commissions, let's just do that so we can get it sorted. So basically what we did here, my first Iron Condor before earnings, I collected 89 cents. Okay. And then through all these rolls and all these adjustments, I closed this thing. I collected $1.21 in credits. I basically locked in a profit of $1.21. So let's add $1.21. So that's $2.10. And then today I collected another 15 cents. So let's do plus 0.15. So all in, my total premium collected is $2.25. Obviously, net commissions, that's going to be, that's going to be less, probably at least $10 less. So we can account for that later on, but let me just get this thing mapped out pre-commissions, right? So let's put this onto the chart. So we have right now $2.25 is the total premium collected. So let me move this thing back to, like I said, for straddles and iron flies, which is an Iron Condor that is sharing the same short strike. So it's an iron fly is basically a defined risk straddle. So for this short strike, I'm going to put the color back to this, let's call it, I don't even know if it's yellow or orange. It's sort of orange, whatever you would call that color. So now let's do this 45. That's where my strike is. So 45. So let's say 45 minus the 225 would be 42.75 on the downside. $42.75 on the downside, and then on the upside, that would give us, which we don't necessarily need because I don't think Intel will come all the way back up. However, let's just throw it on there. So it'll be, let's change this thing to the pinkish color that I like to use for my break evens. So 45 plus 225 would be 47.25. I'm almost positive if my math is correct. So let's see up next. So that's basically what we're working with. I'm going to give it another few days and see what we can do here. So there is a risk that I'm assigned early. However, because there's still 36 days to go and there's 20, let's call it 23, the midpoint, there's 23 cents of extrinsic value here. I can't imagine that I will be assigned this position very, very soon. So we still have at least a few days to go. So what I wanted to do alternatively was, if we can see here, this GDX position is just hammering me hard, because you can see here this GDX position is tying up almost $700 in buying power. So I do want to close this GDX position, but I also am being stubborn. I don't want to close this thing for a $138 loss. The other alternative that I was considering was basically defining this risk position. So basically buying wings. So let's say this is $4 on the downside, $4 on the upside. Basically, I'll pay an 82-cent debit, right? So I'll lose. So basically my overall premium collected would be, I'm just going to round to a full dollar, which obviously is not as ideal as the $1.83 I've collected total overall. But if you remember, I only started with 67 cents or $67 here. So what that does for me though is that frees up an extra $528 in buying power. So although I'll have to be paying 82 cents, I might have to make this move. And I might have to make it quickly so we can adjust other positions. But you'll see here, even if I widen this thing out by basically have a 5-strike wide spread on each side, what this does for me is it still frees up $450 in buying power, and I only pay 60 cents. So this is something I might actually consider. Let's see how the next couple days go. I mean, I just really need a slight down move to the 33 level. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. But that would definitely help me roll my Intel position, which needs to be rolled pretty badly. So IWM, textbook case iron condor, nothing to do, nothing to see. We are moving a little bit further down, but we got a nice uptick today of, let's see, it was 70 cents, right? So, or excuse me, 70%, $1.40 was the up move. So I want to leave myself enough room on the upside. I'm long-term bullish in small caps. So let's let that one sit. Run, sun run. I could have offloaded this thing for a small profit of $21, freed up a little bit of buying power. But the buying power here I would free up is only $237. That's not worth it to me, guys. I'm going to stick this one through because I've been in it too long now to get out. So we're going to just sit tight in sun run and see what we can do. SPY, guys, we are literally, very rarely do I see this. Look, SPY, 518. My short strike is exactly 518. Okay, so I don't know what's going to happen with this thing. Look, we're up in one at the open, and then we're down at the close. The next day, we're up, down, up. Like, it's impossible for me to track where this thing is going to move. It's a very tight range that we're working with, but we only have a few days left to go. So if you see here, we have 8 days left to go. So this thing, basically, the value or the price of the options is going to swing around. It's going to move around a lot more than if we had, let's say, 20, 30, 40 days to go. This is a spread though, so the value of the spread won't move too much, but because of that, the amount that the position comes in, basically the amount of decay will not be as great for this type of spread, especially since it's only a couple points wide. So I think the spread is only 2 strikes wide. So at this point, we're just crossing our fingers. That's all we can do now. We're just going to let this thing ride, but I don't see any risk right now of being assigned early for this call because there's still a lot of juice. There's still a lot of extrinsic value here. So if you look at the short call here, this extrinsic value, let's call it $3.60. You'd have to be out of your mind to exercise this thing early. So we're sitting tight on that. But that's basically what I'm working with today, guys. It is a tough one. It's been a tough market for me the last couple weeks, so hopefully I can make it through to the other side. Well, that's it for today, guys. As always, any questions, comments, trade ideas, any ideas in general, anything you're working on, drop them in the comments down below. I love learning with you all, as I hope you love learning with me. If you haven't yet already done so, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos coming out. And if you like this video, give me a big fat thumbs up so I know I am doing a good job. Until next time, guys, take care.